Shonen as a genre can be very bland at times, but it does not change the fact that it's capable of producing absolute bangers every year. Last year it was Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, this year it's this very questionable series. Dandadan has something for everyone. If you're a fan of romance, watch Dandadan. If you're a fan of comedy, watch Dandadan. If you're a fan of horror, action, science fiction, edgy cool ass fighting with a plot that makes you really doubt if the author is on some heavy drugs, then yeah, watch Dandadan. It's a series about the paranormal with very goofy teenage characters that actually act like teenagers. The two co-main characters are Momo Ayase and Kin Takakura, or rather Okura. One believes in ghosts, the other believes in aliens. In order to settle their differences, Momo goes into an abandoned hospital, while Okura goes into an abandoned tunnel. And boy, you would not expect what was about to happen. While I can see why some would be uncomfortable with these scenes, just ignore the fact that aliens and ghosts in this series are apparently sexual predators and are after this kid's shaft and family jewels, as well as Momo's uterus. Just completely disregard that. Just think of it as your average regular show episode or Rick and Morty episode. Something really weird happens. Something even weirder happens next. And by the end of it all, happy daisies. The core of the story may at first appear to you as the search of Okuran's shaft and jewels, but the real gem in it is the romance between Okuran and Momo. Their crazy experiences with the ghosts and aliens. It's a fun plot that does not take itself too seriously and simply exists to be fun. What is happening doesn't matter. It's all about who is doing it. It's not about some peak story writing with this super complex power system like Hunter x Hunter. And that's totally fine. I mean, to this day, I have no fucking clue what Nen abilities do in Hunter x Hunter. While opposite to that, Dandadan has a complete free power system. There isn't a class ranking. It's very fucking simple, really. Even a toddler would get it. Ghosts do ghost shit, being creepy and supernaturally overpowered. Aliens do alien shit, having very advanced technology that you could never possibly begin to imagine. And no, I'm not bashing anime for having complex power system. I'm just saying you don't need one to be good. And that's just one of its many charms. It doesn't settle for being a normal shonen anime that simply follows trends. It's a story that isn't dependent on copying a successful trend or formula, just fully original. The author is genuinely trying to make something really special. What he believes to be funny, he puts it in. What he believes to be weird, he puts it in. And making it into a super compelling story, while completely maintaining the story's upbeat and not being overly too serious. He does exactly as he pleases, just like a real mangaka should. Momo Ayase is one of the best shonen female leads I've ever seen. She's goofy, funny, relatable, mature, charismatic, and acts and behaves like a high school girl would. Her getting broken up with, complaining to her friends, yada yada yada. Her interactions are absolute gold. She meets a bunch of aliens, and by meet I mean they kidnap her, stripped her as well, and tried to... yeah, wasn't such a fun experience. Then again, if we think about it, Okuran had it worst, honestly. He got chased by a perverted old grandma ghost that wanted to... yeah, long story short, he did not walk unscathed like Momo did. Ended up losing his manhood, becoming dickless. When you tell Okuran you got no balls, he can't even deny it, cause he doesn't. Not to mention their chemistry is over the fucking roof. I mean, this one popular girl known as Ira, also, don't worry, she redeems herself later. Anyway, she starts being nice to Okuran and just chatting to him. And when she left him, she started shit-talking him to her friends as this nerd who would never have a chance with a pretty girl like her. Just for a moment to hear her and absolutely humiliate her. Like the absolute giga chat of a best girl she is. Momo's just so peaky, guys. Just admit it. This is pure facts. If you don't believe me, then listen to this. And it's not just that. After this one battle with a huge ghost crab, they pretty much almost died. And what is she thinking? Damn, that shit look bussin'. Not to mention her grandmother, Granny Seiko. and she's just so fucking hot. Granny fan service shots are what I live for. She's absolutely hilarious. She exposed this one idol for denying their age and having a whole family that no one knew about, like a true spiritual medium would. The characters have a ton of chemistry. The gang feels completely natural, like genuine real human interactions. The way they act, the way they talk, just like regular teenagers. They're all very lovable, super well written, and have great character developments throughout the story at a very decent pace. Not fast paced, nor slow paced. They all have a ton of personality that makes the story even more fun. They're super expressive about how they feel, got insane dynamics, engaging funny acts, like watching Ocaron poop. And even with all that, they're still complete badasses. They're absolutely incredible. This series is pure entertainment, super creative, super unserious. The complete opposite of dark and serious series like Berserk and Attack on Titan. It's got the complete package, edgy transformations, edgy quotes and sayings, great art style, and sick character designs, and some of the most random gang moments you'll ever see, and even weirder fan service shots out of nowhere. Damn, Granny Sig will be having me act up. And honestly, I'd question you if she didn't turn a light bulb in you as well. If she didn't flip a switch. I thought I liked MILFs, now I like GILFs. And let's not forget its villains. Why is there an alien that looks like Peter Griffin if he was Diddy? Some might say other, just got an absolute heck of imagination. I just say they're heavy on drugs. Perhaps both. I mean, there is no overpowered organization like the Akatsuki or the Espada. Every enemy feels equal as much of a threat as the previous one, if not more. There is no main villain like Aizen or Madara. In reality, the real villains were the enemies we made along the way. A random ass villain every single episode. This is not Fairy Tail, where every day we meet a friend. Here, every day we meet a fucking enemy out of nowhere. And yet all of them have this stupid interest in Ocaron's balls. And now to the real question. Is Dandadan even worth it? Is it that good, actually? I honestly don't know. Is oxygen required for you to live? Is water even wet? Exactly. Don't ask these questions. You know the answer more than I do. I dare you to name me more than 2 new series that came out this year that are equal or better than Dandadan. Animation's absolutely genius. The cinematography, the dialogues, the music, and not just the osts. The opening as well is out of this world. Super fitting for this bizarre anime with its bizarre scenarios. You can almost never expect what's gonna happen. Why are aliens and ghosts going after Ocaron's testicles? Don't worry about it. Why does Ocaron turn into an edgy ghoul like Kaneki out of nowhere sometimes? Don't worry about it. Why is Momo fucking psychic? Why is there a terrible granny pervert? On a real note though, she's the absolute goat. But all in all, just don't worry about it. Dandadan is just overall a good time. Something to just watch, lay down, enjoy, and not think too much why certain things are happening. It's goofy, silly, fun, nothing more, nothing less. Has the potential to run for literally forever, like Family Guy. It switches so fast you don't even notice it, going from romance, adventure, science fiction, horror, tragedy, and it never loses momentum, making it an absolute gem of the season. Subscribe, like, and comment. I pretty much reply to every single comment. Check my previous videos. I promise you, they're absolute bangers.